Hey, thanks for taking the time out of your day to meet with me today.
No problem.
So, can you start by introducing yourself?
Yes, my name is Rosa Vieira. I'm a nurse practitioner right here in Paradise Pines, Florida at Memorial Hospital.
Okay. How long have you been a nurse practitioner?
I've been a nurse practitioner since 2012, 2 years ago.
And how did you land this position?
One of the ER surgeons, he's a family friend. His name is Dr. Hernandez, and he helped me get this job.
What do you enjoy most about your job?
Well, I really love helping people to get better so that they could go back home to their families, and especially kids. I really love to help them out too.
So, would you say that you work in a team environment or in an independent environment?
I would say an independent environment because I rely on myself to accurately administer and prescribe medications to my patients, and then I also interpret diagnostics and run laboratory tests as well.
So, how would you say that working in an independent environment impacts your work?
It impacts me in the sense that everything has to go right because if something goes wrong, then it's gonna be my fault, and then it could be sometimes it could be intimidating at times.
What would you say that you dislike the most about your job?
The thing I dislike the most about my job is I would have to say when I work with little kids because that could be like probably the hardest part of my job because I can't get emotionally attached because I know sometimes that they may not be going home back home because they won't be there for long because some of the patients that come in have cancer.
What was your major in college?
That's a funny question. Actually, at first when I came in, I was undecided, and then I started studying criminal justice, and then I didn't really like it as much, and then I started falling in love with biology. I used to score really high on my tests, and I really loved. I always had a passion for science, so I thought I would stick with biology, and that's what I majored in college.
What advice would you give somebody going into this career path?
The advice I'd give to someone is not to get emotionally attached because there's this one patient that I had. He committed suicide, but he was still alive at the same time, and he actually committed suicide on his mom's birthday. But the hardest part about it was telling his family that he committed suicide, but he's still breathing. And that whole time, the family was just praying and crying, and it was just really hard to just be in that environment. And it was like very sad at the same time. So I would just say not to get emotionally attached because you can't bring your work home.
What personal qualities should somebody have going into this career?
A personal quality that I really believe you need to have is communication skills because you always have to communicate with the doctors and nurses about patients, and then emotional stability because you can't you can't become emotional in this type of work field, and also nurses work very long hours, so you have to be willing to work long hours, and then I believe these are the personal skills that someone has to have to become a nurse.
Can you please describe your career path to this current job?
At first I received my diploma in Nova High School, and then I went to St. Thomas University in Miami Gardens, and I majored in biology, which I had a bunch of majors, and then I recently just finished my master's degree, and then I hopefully soon I would like to start my doctorate degree so I could become a doctor for pediatrics.
All right. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to meet with me for my interview.
No problem.
I hope you have a very good day, and I admire everything you're doing in your career of nursing, and I hope you continue to help make other sick children better in their lives.
Thank you. Thank you for interviewing me as well.
No problem. Have a nice day.